Good evening from Bruno Melini Park here in Buena, New Jersey for Game 4 of the South Jersey South Shore Baseball League Championship Series. I'll get that one out.
There you go. You're right on.
I'm right on cue as I typically start.
Perfect form, right out of the gate.
Oh man, I'm like a true professional. But Al Fisher, with BFA Sports, along with my partner tonight, Stevie Westcott.
Al, good to be with you. Good to be part of the championship series here in the South Jersey South Shore Baseball League.
Really, hey, we got a big game tonight. Game number 4. It's been a tale of 3 games, really. It's been a tale of 3 games. First game, Logan Petty hits a 3-run home run to be the basic difference in game number 1 as the Surf win 6-2. And then they come back, and the Blue Dogs end up winning 9-2 on Julian Duval's bomb to left field. That was the difference in that game. And then last night, Minotola on the mound shut down the Blue Dogs and won 12-0. So Blue Dogs coming back, licking their wounds and looking to take number 4 so we can go to game number 5, Stevie.
Yeah, both games, the first 2 games, I should say, were real similar. Logan Petty got them off to a good start with the 3-run bomb. They got good pitching after that. They got good solid defense behind their pitching after that. And the 3-run bomb in game 1 did prove to be enough from Logan Petty. Kind of similar, similar similarities in game 2. Mm-hmm. Although Buena fell behind after some sloppy defense early behind Andrew Slade. Andrew Slade settled in, gave them 3 good innings, okay? And then the defense, the bats came alive, and they ended up scoring 4 or 5 early, tacking on some extra runs in the 5th and 6th, and their pitching and defense held up there. And last night, the story of the game was, you were right, Minotola on the mound, and he was able to shut down the Buena Blue Dogs. But there's no give up, there's no quitting the Buena Blue Dogs. They're going to look to come back and force a game 5 here tonight.
And on the mound for the Blue Dogs is Greg Sjssbl, the Elizabethtown commit. Sjssbl has a fastball, curveball, slider. Coach Martino says it's like a cutter as well. First batter he will face is Cullen Lombardo. That first pitch is over for a strike call.
Yeah, really good Williamstown product, as you said. Mm-hmm. Had a really good senior year for them. Had a big win over St. Augustine, which is not easy to do. And he did a nice job on the mound for the Williamstown Braves this year, that's for sure.
Coach Martino, when I spoke to him this evening, said he expects good things out of Sjssbl tonight. Oh, nice spot right there by Sjssbl. He's pounding the zone. It's now 1-2.
You're right, partner. Good outside spot. And guess what? He's doing a nice job. Colin Lombardo up for the Surf. League's leading hitter. League's leading hitter hit .481 this year.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Sjssbl retires the first batter in Lombardo, and that'll bring up Nick Nutile playing left field.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I had the regular season championship game here, Al, right before the playoffs started, obviously, and Sjssbl did a nice job, got out unscathed in that first inning.
So grounded to Louis Sari across the diamond, and Monell holds on for the putout. 6-3 the putout for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, and he only had 8 pitches in that first inning in the regular season championship game, and he's off to a quick start here with 2 early outs. Is Sjssbl. The defense behind Sjssbl is very simply this. Jake Guglielmi's catching, Johnny Monell's at first, Marco Rios is at second, Luis Sari's at short, Julian Duval's at third, Jan Sari's in left, Dante Coy's in center, and Jimmy Kurtz starts in right.
All right, Sam Dagger steps to the plate with 2 outs. First pitch to him. Fastball over for a strike call.
Yeah, starts him with an off-speed pitch, gets it over for a strike. Sjssbl definitely off to a good start here.
0-1 pitch. Fastball away for a ball. Count now evens up at 1-1. And that 1-1 pitch is low and away. It's now 2-1 to Sam Daggers.
Yeah, Sam Daggers with a lot of pop. You can tell Sjssbl trying to be careful here.
That pitch is pounded to second. Marco Rios charges it. Throws and gets him. 1-2-3. Go the Surf in the top of the first. 0-0 as we move to the bottom half here on BFA Sports.
Into the bottom of the first, no score. Blue Dogs coming up to bat.
All right, so what we'll do is when we get to the next half inning, We head to the bottom of the first inning with no score here at Bruno Melini Park. Jake Brennan on the mound for the Surf. Brennan, fastball, curveball change, got great command of his pitches. He's also a Rutgers Camden commit coming from ACCC. Stevie Westcott, and big first inning for the Blue Dogs to get 1, 2, 3. And now let's see what they can do with the bats as they lead off with Marco Rios, Jake Guglielmi, and Julian Del Val here in the bottom.
And the defense behind Jake Brennan is as follows. The catcher's Dante De Palma. Logan Petty is at first. Colin Lombardo is at second. Giacomo Antonicello is at short. Justin Monero is at third. Nick Newtiles in left. A.J. Hansen in center. And Sam Daggers in right.
Here's the aforementioned Marco Rios to face Jake Brennan. First pitch to him. So we're first strike call.
Little off-speed pitch to start there. Although it stayed up, it did find the strike zone. Count 0-1 to Rios.
And the 0-1 pitch. That breaking ball hangs up high. It's now 1-1.
Showing Rios a little respect here is Brennan. Starting him off with some off-speed stuff.
And the 1-1 pitch. Fastball high for a ball. It's now 2-1 to Marco Rios.
The word is that Brennan does locate that fastball pretty well. It's a two-seam fastball.
Rios, a good gap hitter for the Blue Dog squad. Saw him just the other night, 2 nights ago actually. Did double in the gap. And that 2-1 pitch is low for a ball. It's now 3-1.
Rios with a ton of speed at the leadoff spot, looking to get on any way he can. Follow up a shutout first. That defensively, looking to be a leadoff rabbit here for bottom of the first for the Blue Dogs.
That 3-1 pitch is lifted to center field. Hit fairly deep. Taking back A.J. Hansen, who makes it look easy for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, A.J. Hansen able to settle right underneath that one. Rios did give it a ride. Hansen played him perfectly. One down here in the first for the Blue Dogs.
And he did take that 3-1 pitch, was usually the hitter's count. Decided to try to drive it. So, kudos to Marco Rios, but obviously the first out of the inning.
Yeah, if the ball's in a certain spot, you look to give it a ride. Rios did.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, popped, flew out the center.
Jake Guglielmi at the plate. First pitch is a swing and a miss. It might have been a changeup, Stevie.
Yeah, it looked like something off speed. Yep. He does have that changeup curveball slider that you talked about.
And the 0-1 pitch. Fastball. Outside corner for a strike call. It's now quickly 0-2 to Jake Guglielmi.
And I'll tell you what, we can see early the command that they talked about with Brennan. Commanding everything really well right here.
There's the 0-2 pitch. Pop foul, first base side, and oh my goodness, please don't carry that far. My truck is right over there.
Nah, you're safe, partner.
All right. I mean, literally, it's right over there.
Nah, you're safe.
I didn't want to have to call RK Chevrolet in Vineland to have to do any body work.
Brennan changed the eye level, and that went up high with the two-seam fastball there.
Yeah, good call there, Steve. And that fastball's out of the zone for a ball. It's now 1-2 to Jake Guglielmi. Brandon winds and the 1-2 pitch. High for a ball. It's now even at 2-2. Here's another guy, Stevie. You get him on base. Talk about a catcher in a 2-hole with speed.
Yeah.
It's
really, really good athlete is Guglielmi. Yep. Or I should say Guglielmi.
And the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Chance has eyes. What a play here by Antonicello, but you're not going to get that speedy catcher down to even a hard 90 right there, Steve.
Partner, I'll tell you what, right on cue, Guglielmi shows his speed. Antonicello does a nice job in getting up the middle a little bit to get the baseball, however, on his turn and spin. Guglielmi was beating that out anyway.
Julian Del Val.
He would have had to have an absolute cannon on that right shoulder to be able to get him.
Infield hit right there for Guglielmi.
All right, that'll bring up the ever-dangerous Julian Del Val. Had a great ball game in game number 2. Had a 2-run bomb to left field, and that was a no doubt about it, and then a humpback liner single for another RBI. There goes Guglielmi. Here's the throw to second. You're not going to get him.
No, I'll tell you what, he's got that knack of an athlete with size and speed. You just don't see it, and he's able to steal second, and he didn't waste no time, partner.
First pitch going. Blue Dogs looking to play aggressive tonight, obviously.
Yeah, using the speed on the base pass.
I'll try that 10 times.
There it is.
You got it.
Base pads, I should say. Or is what I'm trying to say.
Humpback liner, it's going to be trouble. Did they double him up? They
Nope.
did not, and that ball goes out to right field, and Guglielmi's going to make his way over to third base. Del Val did not get all of it. It looked like he might have caught that off the handle almost. It was a little humpback soft liner to third.
Yeah, really good job by third baseman Monero for the surf.
Number 20, Johnny
Sits on the
Monell.
line drive, able to see it right into his chest. Guglielmi was dead to rights too, but unfortunately for the surf, the ball hit Guglielmi in the back, which is what caused it to get the right. So he sits now at third, does Jake Guglielmi.
Johnny Manel Jr. now steps to the plate, who hit an absolute bomb as he went oppo taco the other night, but it went off the top of the fence. Here I am standing here thinking it was a home run, and Jimmy Kurtz had nothing to say because it went off the top, because that's the ground rules here. It has to go over the fence. So.
Yeah, there were some people that thought it might have hit the pole of the batting cage behind it, but that's not the case.
First pitch is a fastball high and tight for a ball.
And Johnny Monell certainly has the pop to hit it out in any ballpark, that's for sure.
2 outs, bottom of the first. Runner at third base and Jake Guglielmi. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Pounding ball over to first. Logan Petty will make it look easy. Go unassisted, and that will end the inning. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We'll go to the top of the second with your score, 0-0 here on BFA
Got 1 in the
Sports.
books. Head to the top of the second. No score.
Top of the second we go. Greg Sjssbl on the mound. First pitch to Nicatoy is a swing and a miss for a strike. Some defensive changes already in for the Blue Dogs, and we'll get you on that next pitch. And that pitch is a swing and a miss on a nice breaking ball by Sjssbl.
Yeah, Isaiah Kennison comes in as the extra hitter and moves to left. Jan Suri goes from left to right. Jimmy Kurtz goes from right to first, and Johnny Monell now becomes the extra hitter or designated hitter.
Well, I was going to say, I'll have you tell us a little bit about it, maybe in between batters.
Yeah, apparently the way the rules state in the South Jersey South Shore Baseball League is this. The extra hitter has to bat 10th. So they can't put they don't want to put, obviously. Go ahead, I'll let you call this part.
Ball pounded to second. Marco Rios throws over to first and gets him. 4-3 to put out.
So the Buena Blue Dogs obviously don't want Johnny Monell batting 10th. So they have to start him in the field and then rotate their defensive positions behind him so that they can bat him in the 3 or 4 hole.
Here's the hero of game number 1, Logan Petty, who had a 3-run bomb to right field. Be the difference in game number 1. Batting out of the 5 spot.
Sjssbl was able to get out of the top of the first with only 9 pitches in that first inning.
That ball's grounded to second. Another opportunity for Rios. That bounced against his chest, but he stays right with it. Another 4-3 put out for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, really good job by Rios there, realizing he had some time, able to sit on the baseball, keep it in front of him, let his chest make the play since it did take kind of a bad hop and had time to get Logan Petty. 2 ground balls, 2 4-3 putouts right here for 2 outs now in the second.
Ground ball in the hole. Look at Del Val. Eats it up like a vacuum cleaner down there. And 1, 2, 3 once again.
5 pitch inning, partner.
Wow.
9 and 5 for Zerby.
Wow. 14 pitches in 2 innings. We're going to go to the bottom of the second. Your score still 0-0. Courtesy of Bunting Family Pharmacy. They bring the family pharmacy home to you. We thank them here on BFA Sports. Jake Brennan back on the mound for his second inning of work. And a 0-0 ball game as we move to the bottom of the second inning. Louis Sari, Jimmy Kurtz, and Mike Gazzardo will be the batters he faces this half inning. So we got ourselves a pitcher's duel, Stevie.
Yes, sir. Greg Zerby did a nice job only throwing 9 pitches in the first, 5 in the second for a total of 14. Jake Brennan certainly wasn't shabby either. He gets out of the first inning with only 14 pitches as well.
All right, that'll bring up Louis Sari. Batting out of the 5th hole. The first pitch from Brennan. Looks like a breaking pitch that got over for a strike call.
Louis Sari, an ACCC product out of Buena Regional High School.
And that 0-1 pitch is a little bit out of the zone. It's now 1-1 to Sari. On a gorgeous night.
Louis Sari in the top 5 in the league in hits with 23 hits over the season.
That 1-1 pitch is high and tight. It's now 2-1. I was starting to say, what a gorgeous evening for an August night. Just a perfect night for baseball. Bugs aren't biting yet, but if I do, I know where I can get some bug spray. And I'm getting harassed over here. Is that 2-1 pitch?
When you turn around, you're going to know who that is also, partner.
I have a feeling for some reason. It feels like a man's hands. If you're rubbing my head like that, it's not good. Count even at 2-2, Louis Sari. And that 2-2 pitch misses the mark. It's now full.
Brennan trying to get Sari fishing up high here. Sari not biting. Full count now. Might have to come see him right here.
Here's the payoff. Timeout call by Louis Sari. We've seen him do this quite often as he. I don't want to say it the wrong way. Stevie plays that little bit of cat and mouse game with the pitcher's like,
trying to throw the pitcher off his comfortability level. Just trying to get his wheels on because he can fly.
Sure can. It's a payoff pitch. The ball lifted to right field, slicing foul. Got an opportunity for Daggers to make the catch. Oh, great effort over there in the right field, but could not come up with it. So we call that a long strike, even though it's still 3-2.
Yeah, efforts is one thing you are going to get from both of these teams. You don't play for Coach Ball, you don't play for Coach Kurtz if you're not going to give 150%. And you'll see the effort out in the ball field tonight. And when you get effort combined with a lot of talent, which both of these teams have, that's what makes this fun. And like we said, we're in for a fun one here.
And to your point, Steve, you talk about talent across the board throughout the whole league. It's been an absolute pleasure and an honor for BFA Sports to be able to live stream these courtesy of Joe Bunting and Bunting Family Pharmacy. It's, again, as I said, it's an honor. It's been great baseball.
Couldn't agree more.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, so Sorry goes down swinging for the first out here in the second.
Now batting number 23,
Jimmy Kurtz now steps to the plate. Face Jake Brennan.
Jimmy Kurtz, a Mercer County product, Division II county school up in Mercer County. Had the pleasure of knowing Jimmy my whole life. What a good player, what a good young man he is.
And that first pitch is a breaking pitch, low and away for a ball. And the 1-0 pitch. Bounces up there for a ball. It's now 2-0.
His younger brother, Joey Kurtz, also on the Buena Blue Dog squad. You saw him do a nice job finishing that game out the other night.
I think a nice job was an understatement. For this young man to not pitch very much at 17 years old, coming in a situation with a bunch of men, and the filthy curveballs he was throwing, holy cow, I was like a kid.
Yeah,
watching it, man. It was so much fun.
And in all reality, that's what he is out there against, like you said, against a bunch of men, and did a really nice job. But so is Jimmy Kurtz. He's tied for second in this league in home runs.
Yeah, Jimmy Kurtz definitely has a lot of pop in that bat from the left side. And that 3-0 pitch stays up there, so a 4-pitch walk for Jimmy Kurtz Jr. And he'll be a 1-out base runner for another lefty, a designated hitter, Mike Gazzardo. Pride of Rowan College of South Jersey, Cumberland.
9, Mike
The
Gazzardo.
Dukes.
And that's a really good job by Jimmy Kurtz right there. Any way possible to get on. Find a way to get on. See if you can start and light up some kind of rally here. And good job by him.
Good cut by Gazzardo, but he fouls that one off for the first strike.
Was right on top of that when he fouled that pitch straight back into the screen.
Count now 0-1 to Mike Gazzardo.
See if maybe Brennan's going outside and low here. Get him something.
Oh, they had him leaning. Good move by Brennan over there.
Not until he checked Kurtz first.
Actually had me fooled. I was locked in on him. And our 1 pitch is high for a ball. Count now evens up at 1-1. It's again with Jimmy Kurtz at first, and only 1 out.
Tell you what, partner, you said earlier how beautiful it is out here. It's a picture-perfect night for baseball.
Absolutely gorgeous. Light humidity. It's not really humid tonight. Doesn't feel overbearing. Great shot from our senior camera operator, Charles Hope, from center field. Here's the 1-1 pitch. High and away for a ball. It's now 2-1.
Tell you what else is nice about Bruno Melini Park. You get to see all the vehicles along the outfield fence. Everybody's out there parking, tailgating, doing what they do best, enjoying a great night of baseball.
A little bit gutsy to be out there, especially with the number of left-handed hitters we have here tonight. And that 2-1 pitch is a breaking ball over for a strike call. It's now 2-2.
Yeah, we talked about Brennan's command. That was a perfect example right there. Off-speed pitch, low and outside corner, hits the corner, drawing the count even at 2-2.
It's pretty apparent that Jake Brennan is not an overpowering pitcher. He's more of a spot pitcher. Very good command, as we were talking about it earlier. Coach Jeff Ball mentioned. That pitch has popped up, and it looks like it's going to be, I don't want to overstate because it might be out of play.
It's not out of play.
Did he make the grab? He did.
He made the
catch. The grab.
So Dante DePalma comes up and goes right onto the on-deck circle of the Buena Blue Dogs and comes up with a grab. 2 down.
Now batting number 2, Jan Sorry.
That'll bring up the right fielder, Jan Sorry. Moved from left to right last half inning. Oh, nice breaking pitch coming from Brennan is a strike call.
Yeah, got Jan Sorry a little on his heels right there, did Brennan. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High and tight. It's now 1-1. I'll tell you, and piggybacking off what you said about Brendan and with the last hitter, he's a smart pitcher. Mm-hmm. You know, he's got that command, and he combines it with the pitching smarts, and he really has kids, or men in this case, off balance up there at the plate, that's for sure.
I'm sure Ryan Kulik is very pleased to have him on staff. That one's blooped. Should be an easy play for Colin Lombardo, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, one left. We will move to the top of the third as this one's moving quickly. With your score, 0-0 here on BFA Sports.
14 again, total 28.
Top of the third in this fast-moving ball game. Greg Sjssbl back on the mound for the Buena Blue Dogs. He'll face Dante Koya, Isaiah Kennison, and back to the. I'm sorry, got the wrong lineup in there. I'm looking at the wrong lineup.
Flip that page, partner. How about A.J. Hansen, Giacomo Antonicello, and Dante De Palma?
Thank you very much.
Got you,
pick me up there, kid.
Got you, buddy.
I'm trying to multitask. I'm doing my other job.
I see that. Sjssbl takes the mound here in the third after only throwing 14 total pitches in the first two.
Wow.
9 pitch first, 5 pitch second, and here's pitch 1 of the third.
That first pitch is a foul ball by A.J. Hansen. A.J. Hansen, a very dangerous hitter in this lineup, even towards the bottom of the lineup, as he's shown propensity to get on base and some good speed.
That's for sure, and this bottom half of the Surf lineup is very, very talented. And the Blue Dogs have the same. I mean, these are 2 deep lineups. That's why they're in the finals here.
Very well said there, partner. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on 3 pitches. So Hansen goes down swinging. That'll bring up Giacomo Antonicello. I love saying that name.
It's a really cool name, and
that's a real good Irish name, by the
way. I'm not sure about that part of it, but it is a great name.
First pitch,
you might have that part a little mixed up there, partner.
First pitch to Antonicello is over for a strike call.
I'll tell you what, Greg Sjssbl really pounding the strike zone.
Ooh, he's showing some velo tonight, too.
Showing some velo, working fast, working confident.
5 strikes in a row, Stevie.
Yeah.
As he pounded again. I'll try to get a chase with look like a slider or a breaking ball. Some movement on it.
Yeah, that pitch was definitely tailing away.
Swing and a miss. The second strikeout in a row for Sjssbl. We've got 2 outs here in the top of the third. That'll bring up the catcher, Dante De Palma.
Yeah, it's amazing how the confidence spews out of a player, especially when they're confident and they're throwing hard and they're working fast on the hill. And that's definitely what Sjssbl's got going on right here.
First pitch is fouled away. Count 0-1 is Sjssbl working ahead of the batters here in the third inning, as he has pretty much this whole game.
Yep, pounding the strike zone. Getting ahead in the count of every hitter so far, pretty much. I mean, he's only thrown, I got news for you, I think he's only thrown 5 balls in this game so far. And there's 2 outs in the third.
Wow. That's pretty glaring.
Alvarado for the Phillies, there's 5 and 1 hitter. It's not even possible, but they would let him.
Oh, man. Count 1-1. That ball is a little blooper. Rios going to make the grab to end the inning. 1-2-3. Go to Surf once again as we move to the bottom of the third.
Into the bottom of the
Your
third.
score,
Blue Dogs coming up to bat,
0-0,
still
courtesy
scoreless here
of
at the Dog
Bunting
Pound.
Family Pharmacy. They bring the pharmacy home to you. And BFA Sports. Bottom of the third we go. And this time we have Dante Koya, Isaiah Kennison. And back to the top of the lineup for Marco Ruiz. As they face Jake Brennan on the mound. Brennan has faced 8 batters thus far. Kept the Blue Dogs at bay, but even more impressive at this point, I should say, not to take anything away from Brennan, is that Sjssbl's faced only 9 batters. He's had 3 innings so far in this ballgame.
Yeah, 5 Sjssbl, 5 pitches. I'm sorry, 9 pitches in the first, 5 in the second, and only 9 again in the third for a total of 23 after 3.
Wow. We'll give you Brennan's pitch count in a little bit. First pitch, Koya tries to bunt his way on. That goes foul.
Brennan hasn't had a shabby night either in the first, I should say, 2 innings. 14 in the first, 14 in the second.
No, that's good. I mean, you go single digits, you're having a hell of an inning. But still, 14.
The only 2 Blue Dog base runners have been an infield single by Guglielmi in the first and a walk to Kurtz in the second.
Here's the 0-1 pitch to Koya. Fastball high and away for a ball. It's now 1-1. Koya, the center fielder tonight, holding it down for the Blue Dogs in the outfield. That's swing and a miss. It's now 1-2 to him.
Yeah, high heat. That's that 2-seam fastball. Brennan likes to throw it up high, see if he can get hitters chasing. Koya did there. 1-2 count.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Koya goes down swinging for the first out here in the bottom of the third. And that'll bring up Isaiah Kennison,
number 3, Isaiah Kennison,
who was originally listed as the extra hitter and is now your left fielder.
Correct. And that's that whole theory where they, rotate the position so that they can get Monell up higher in the batting order.
And the first pitch to him is over for a strike call.
Tell you what, we're off to a really good pitching performance so far in the first 3 innings here. Both Sjssbl and Brennan are just filling the strike zone.
That pitch is high and away for a ball. Count evens up to Kennison at 1-1. Well, you kind of felt it when you talked to both coaches what to expect tonight. This was going to be a pitcher's duel. They both said to us they expected this to be a low-scoring ball game, and both pitchers, they talked about their command of the strike zone, and we've seen it with both of them.
Yeah, pressure spots, too. Surf want to close this thing out tonight. Buena Blue Dogs are saying, no, there's nothing better than baseball on a Friday night. So they're trying to get that thing to tomorrow.
Again, we are in game number 4 of this championship series. This is a do or die for the Blue Dogs. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Kennison. Fouled straight back. Count remains 2-2.
We talked about the crowd in the outfield at the outfield fence. They're now lined up on the tennis courts and everything.
Yeah, they are.
It's a great scene out there. It's fun.
They would say a capacity crowd here at Bruno Melini Park.
Total attendance of 150.
Kennison got around on that one as that one's fouled by a good 100 feet or so, but he did get around on it, hit it hard. They're lined up in right field, left center field, down the lines here.
Yep.
That pitch is fouled off. Good job by Kennison to stay alive on that breaking pitch. The count stays at 2-2.
Yeah, Brendan fooled him with an off-speed pitch, but he was able to just stay back enough, was Kennison, in order to get the end of the bat on the ball to stay alive in the at-bat.
And one of the heroes of Tuesday night's game, coaching first base, Andrew Slade.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he did a really nice job. Pitched 3 quality innings.
Strike 3 struck him out as Brennan paints the corner like Sherwin-Williams. Second out of the inning.
Sherwin-Williams, there it is. I remember the other night, if I'm not mistaken, I think I heard you mention MAB. Is that correct?
That's
Did I get MAB out of you the other night?
I'm a little long in the tooth, so I relate to stuff that goes back from the 70s and 80s. So I remember seeing the MAB sign at the vet.
Sherwin-Williams took off in the 80s. You went back 70s with MAB, cuz.
The first pitch to Marco Reyes is high for a ball.
Which is fine.
And that 1-0 pitch is low and away. It's now 2-0.
You didn't think I forgot that?
No, I didn't think you would either. Swing and a miss on that 2-0 fastball. It's now 2-1 to Rios.
Again, 2-0 count, hitters count. Rios looking for something in a certain spot. He saw something he liked. He went after it. Unable to make contact, but count 2-1 now.
Nice breaking pitch, just misses inside for a ball. It's now 3-1. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Popped him up. First base side, Logan Petty giving it a look. He's got it underneath him, and he makes the grab. And 1, 2, 3. Go the Blue Dogs in the third. We are moving quickly as we move to the fourth with your score 0-0 here on BFA Sports.
There at the dog pound, head to the top of the fourth. Still no score.
Top of the fourth we go. Greg Zerby back on the mound for his fourth inning of work as he faces Dave Apollonia. And then back to the top of the lineup with Colin Lombardo and Nick Newtile. That first pitch is inside for a ball to Apollonia. And partner, I'm going to have to hit you with some pop culture, but old pop culture. You know, Dave Apollonia. Wasn't Apollonia the name of the movie star in Purple Rain?
I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say you're right with that.
I hope.
I'm going to follow your lead with that one and say
Okay.
you are on time with that call.
2-0 pitch is over for a strike call. Fastball out of the arm of Greg Zerby. And that 2-1 pitch is chopped to third base side, so the count evens up at 2-2. So you're telling me about consistency. Talk about Jake Brennan.
Yeah, Jake Brennan, I'll tell you what, he's doing a really nice job in this ball game. Only allowed 2 runners so far, but 14 pitch innings in the first, second, and third.
Wow, how about that?
There's the consistency you're looking for.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out as Sjssbl keeps it going as he strikes out Dave Apollonia.
4th strikeout for Sjssbl.
Colin Lombardo.
Back to the top of the order. Go the serve.
Yep, Colin Lombardo, who struck out back in the first inning. Gets his second time around to see Greg Sjssbl. Starts him off with what looked like a cutter outside for a ball.
Tell you what, we talked about the pace. You got to like the pace that Sjssbl works with. Wastes no time, wastes no energy. Just gets the ball, wants to pound the strike zone, and does exactly that.
He delivers a strike to Lombardo. It's now 1-1, and that 1-1 pitch is high and away for a ball. It's now 2-1. That 2-1 pitch is chopped foul.
Tell you what, don't leave for unmentioned the job that Guglielmi does back there too, between framing things, the high, low, in, out, moving the pitch all around for Sjssbl to keep the surf hitters off balance. Guglielmi does a nice job back there as well.
That ball is a little humpback liner, picked by Jimmy Kurtz at first for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, that ball almost found its way over Kurtz's head, but he did a nice job and turned the proper way on it. And was able to make the play for the second out of the inning.
Now to bring up the left fielder, Nick Newtile, grounded out to short his first time up. That first pitch is a fastball, high and away for a ball.
I'll tell you what, I've seen the surf 3 times this year here within South Jersey with BFA. And what a hitter this Newtile is.
And Newtile with the first hit of this ball game here at the top of the 4th inning. So he has a C9 single to center.
2-out runner, partner, for the surf.
Now batting number 1, Sam Daggers.
And I stand corrected, actually. Guglielmi had a hit back in the first inning, it was. So that is the second hit of this ball game for either side.
Yeah, Guglielmi's hit was in the field single. But Nick Newtile, a couple nights that I've seen the surf, he really pounds the baseball.
That first pitch, okay, maybe the slider that hung up there for a ball. It's now 1-0.
Yeah, I think you're right, partner.
As he faces Sam Daggers, grounded out to second his first time up. There's a shot to center field, but right at Dante Coya. Boy, he hit that one on the button, partner.
Yeah, you talk about scouting report, puts Dante Coya in the perfect spot. Line drive hit right at him, and that's the 3rd out of the inning.
We're moving to the bottom of the 4th inning, powered by Bunting Family Pharmacy. They bring the pharmacy home to you. And we thank you for watching BFA Sports as we move to the bottom of the 4th. Still no score in this baseball game as we move to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Blue Dogs coming to play.
Number 4, Jake Guglielmi.
I'll lead this fourth inning off with Jake Guglielmi, who has the only hit of the ball game for the Blue Dogs, an infield single back in the first.
Yeah, we talked about his speed, and it came up right on cue, if you remember back in that first inning. Ground ball hit up the middle.
Starts him off with a breaking ball over for a strike call.
That Antonicello was able to get to, but not throw out Guglielmi.
Yeah, it was going to be a tough play either way, but with the speed that Jake Guglielmi has, no getting him. Swing and a miss. The count quickly goes to 0-2. The Googs, I think that's what they call him, affectionately.
Tell you what,
if
Brennan.
Not, I just made it up.
I'm with you. I'm so with you.
There's a line drive to right field. Second hit of the ball game for Jake Guglielmi. So he takes the turn at first.
Tell you what, that's a good piece of hitting right there by Jake Guglielmi. Ball's on the outside part of the plate, outside black of the plate, and he just simply shortened his swing up and hit it right where it was pitched. Hit a line drive over the second baseman's head for, as you said, partner, his second hit of the game.
Julian Dalval, who had a little bit of a humpback liner to third base and almost doubled up Guglielmi at second. Guglielmi got back in time. That first pitch is over for a strike call.
I know one thing, partner. The one he hit the other night was not a humpback liner. The one he hit the other night was crushed over the left field wall.
I'm saying this not to pick on my partner. I was a little jealous I didn't get to call that one because that was a bomb.
Yeah,
they got Guglielmi. Guglielmi was leaning, and they're going to get him in a rundown. And they tag him out for the first out of the inning. So that looks like that went 1-3, I believe, 1-3-6 on the putout.
Yeah, because of Guglielmi's size and speed, Buena likes to take advantage of his speed. And they did in the first inning, if you remember, right after the infield hit, he stole second. Thought he looked a little runnerish right there, and were able to get him.
That 1 pitch is inside for a ball. I don't know if we already mentioned this. The Phillies are now in the bottom of the 9th inning, leading 7-6 over the Nationals. They shut them down. A ground ball to third. Off the shoulder. Here comes the throw as they still might get him, and it gets by Dalval, safe at first. We may have to call that one possibly an infield single. I don't know, Stevie. How are you going to call this one?
No, I think that's one that the third baseman would even admit, Justin Monero, that he should have probably came up with. He was in front of it, did hit off his left leg. He really didn't have to move far for it. Just able to come up with a hard shot hit by Dalval. But I'll tell you what, you got to like the backup play by Antonicello, who damn near caught, or damn near was able to throw out Dalval at first.
So we calling that an E5, Steve?
That's what I got.
All right, buddy. Nonetheless, Julian Dalval at first base with only 1 out, and that'll bring up Johnny Monell Jr. Grounded out to first base unassisted, and he fouls that one over to Surf dugout.
So this is a spot right here where the Guglielmi pickoff is huge. Because with him there after that base hit right there, or I'm sorry, with Dalval being able to get on, you got a runner in scoring position right now from
True. And he would have probably beat that out with the ball bouncing up or popping up that high, and his speed probably getting the secondaries.
Absolutely. Yep. Buena should have first and second right now.
Swing and a miss by Monell Jr. Count now 0-2 to him. Dalval at first base with 1 out. And the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3, struck him out in the inside corner. Don't know if Monell Jr. agreed with it, but
yeah, I don't think
that's saying too much. Maybe he did. So that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting
Sometimes
17,
pitchers make pitchers pitches, and that's one that's right on the inside
right.
corner. Monell not able to do anything. Even if he does swing at, the only thing he's going to be able to do is hit it foul and off his foot or down the right foot.
I think it was the right call, Stevie.
It's a pitcher's pitch right there by Brennan.
First pitch to Louis Sari is high for a ball. It's 1-0. It's now 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. No runs on the board for either team. There's a snap throw to first. Brennan showing all kinds of different moves over there, Stevie.
I'll tell you what, I love his savvy on the mound. You talk about smarts combined with skill. Pounding the strike zone, 4 different pitches. No wonder why both Rutgers, Camden now, and ACCC first like this kid.
And that pitch is over for a strike call. It's now 1-1 to Louis Sari.
A lot of
Yeah,
reason.
Rutgers came in. Ryan Kulik now over there.
Yep.
Got to be really pleased to have a young man like Jake Brennan on the mound.
And I know Coach Ball, who's the assistant coach at ACCC, and ACCC did as well. They like this kid. As they should.
Count now moves to 2-1 to Sorry. Brendan winds and 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It evens up at 2-2. So deuces are wild here in the bottom of the fourth inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And a runner at first base.
We talked about Brendan keeping hitters off balance. You could see right there, Sorry, way out in front of that pitch.
Brennan gets his sign from Del Palma and sets. And a 2-2 pitch. Pop foul first base side and out of play.
And you watch Brendan, and you can see how when coaches say locating different pitches and having different speeds of pitches, and you talk about the keeping hitters off balance. And again, that's exactly what Brendan's able to do here so far this evening.
Changing eye level on that last pitch, going high and
Exactly.
away and forcing him to swing.
Exactly.
See if it goes low and inside. It doesn't. It comes up high. That pitch is popped foul and out of play again.
Please turn to foul ball.
Sorry, battling at the plate as he tries to get something going here in the bottom of the fourth with 2 outs.
I'll tell you what another interesting factor is here. Again, Coach Ball for the Surf had Luis Sorry play for him at ACCC. May know a little weakness by keeping Brennan up high to Sorry.
Very good point. Very good point. Excellent point. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fouled straight back. Question for you.
Yeah.
I was never much of a coach.
I wouldn't say that. I've coached with you quite a bit.
You got a 2-2 count, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not 3-2. 2-2 count. The guy who makes contact. Del Val's got some speed. Do you hit and run here, or do you try to get him going and try to get some kind of extra base hit and see if he can score from first?
Well, you could, because you're trying to get the extra base for Del Val.
Right.
What's the worst that happens? There's no line drive double play. There's 2 outs. So you're not taking yourself out of any kind of big inning by doing it. I mean, it's worth a shot right here, sure.
Yeah, and the reason why I say that is that you've got no score. You want to try to maybe start to, instead of trying to manufacture, now you start forcing and putting pressure on the defense.
And I'll tell you what, you're close to being through 4 innings here. So the first run is going to be more important of a factor in this game than any.
It's going to seem like 5 runs.
That's exactly right. So maybe trying to get that extra base with a little bit of hit and run right here might not be the worst idea. You're right.
Oh, nice breaking pitch, just missed. Brennan thought he had it as he went down to his knees, and the count now moves to full to Louis Sorry.
Brendan did thought he had it. He took about 3 steps off the mound towards the dugout. Catcher De Palma framed it for about 6 seconds, too. Not the normal 2 or 3. He left that pitch there for a little bit for the home plate umpire to get a longer look at.
3-2 pitch is lifted to left field, not hit deep. Getting under it, and Nick Nutile retires the Blue Dogs. Actually, wait a minute. Is that the second out? That's the third out. It is the third out.
I got 3.
I was watching Jimmy Kurtz, and I'm like, he's acting like he's coming to the plate. So, no runs.
I got 3.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We will go to the top of the 5th inning now with no score here on BFA Sports.
Top of the 5th here, the Dog Pound still scoreless.
I was watching. Top of the fifth we go. And this pitcher's duel here at Bruno Melini Park. Greg Sjssbl back on the mound for the Blue Dogs. And Minotola is the first one he faces here in the fifth, who takes a big swing and a miss for strike one.
Tell you what, Minotola did a great job on the mound last night, looking to see if he can jumpstart this Surf offense right here and leading off the fifth.
Sjssbl gets quickly ahead of him, 0-2. As he swings and misses that last pitch, and here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. Sjssbl showing no ill effects of that. Seemed like a little bit of a longer inning, even though there wasn't a lot of batters. It seemed like with that Louis Sari at bat. And
well, what made you think here in regards to Sjssbl the last inning was the line drive to center. That ball was crushed, hit right on the line. You wondered if the second time through the order with Sjssbl could become a problem. Certainly didn't look like it there, as he was able to strike out a toy.
That was the fifth strikeout for Sjssbl as he faces Logan Petty, who takes a strike call. And that 0-1 pitch is in the dirt for a ball. Good pitch to try to see if he can get Logan Petty to swing at it. And he showed the discipline at the plate and did not.
Logan Petty with the power that he presents.
A foul tip, squeeze by Guglielmi, is now makes it a 1-2 count.
Certainly aggressive up at the plate.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Strike three, struck about in the inside corner. Petty did not like it. See, let's home plate umpire know it. But it is the second strikeout in a row for Sjssbl.
Partner, we have a wonderful angle here behind home plate. For what it's worth, I might tend to agree with Logan Petty on that one.
We're going to get ourselves in trouble with Justin Minera.
I might, but
we're a little bit into the proximity between us and the pitch bounces up there.
all I'm saying is Logan Petty may have had a point. That's all.
So Justin Minera now at the plate, who grounded out third to first his first time up. So right now Sjssbl has 3 1-2-3 innings. And he faced 4 batters back in the fourth. And he's looking to go 1-2-3 again as he faces Minera. That pitch is high for a ball. Count now 2-1. And that 2-1 pitch is hit the right field. They're going to try to throw him at it first. Here's the throw. And they got him at first base. Are you kidding me? What a play by Jan Sari. Hopefully we got this again for you.
I'll tell you what a great job on charging the baseball did Sari. What a play he made, charging the baseball, throwing the ball to first, being alert enough to know he could get that out there, and did so.
Great call by the first base umpire. That was right on the button. We're going to be back as we move to the bottom of the fifth in this exciting ball game.
Partner, how about a 9-3 put out to end the top of the fifth?
Awesome stuff, man. We'll be back here on BFA Sports. We move to the bottom of the fifth inning. Not only have we seen a pitcher's duel, but we're seeing fantastic plays in the outfield and in the infield. And Stevie, a 9-3 put out to end the top of the fifth inning.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you saw Mr. Suri utilizing in right field his former infield skills. He was an infielder growing up, and I'll tell you what, he certainly showed it off right there.
When Marco Rios is on the mound, he plays second base, so he's still pretty much of an infielder here. But
well, both the Sorry brothers, they've done such a nice job growing up as kids and being competitive in the game of baseball, and their skill set is very high.
Ripped to right field as Jimmy Kurtz is going to get in on his horse and make sure he's not throwing it at first. So he gets a single to right field. He walked his first time up, so he is 1 for 1 today.
Really good job by Jimmy Kurtz right there, finding a pitch he could pull, hits a line drive in the hole, and as you said, certainly hustled down in case the surf right fielder trying to answer the bell.
So manager Jeff Ball now walks out to the mound, maybe to talk about some defensive discussion or how to pitch Mike Gazzardo. You got another left-hander stepping to the plate.
So we're in the bottom of the fifth is what has turned out to be a really good pitcher's duel here so far. Kurt's doing a nice job, though, starting off the bottom of the fifth for Buena.
Don't see anybody up in the bullpen for the Surf, so more probably Jeff Ball. What did he get, a flower out there? What's he got?
Yeah, I'm not real sure.
Did someone deliver him flowers while he was out in the mound?
Mike Gazzardo.
Oh, no, it looks like a spike.
Yeah, I think that visit by Coach Ball right there was more of a game plan visit than it was a stress visit for Brennan, because Brennan's doing a wonderful job out here tonight.
He sure is. Gazzardo popped out the first. They go over to first base. All kinds of different. He shows different moves each time, whether it's a quick move to first or he kicks the leg high. He's got a myriad of moves there.
Yeah, he's got a couple different ones. One's to step back and quick throw.
First pitch to Gazzardo was popped out of play and behind the third base side.
The other one's the high hesitation kick where he hesitates it from coming home and goes to first. So Kurtz is going to definitely, and he's already got a pick off here on Guglielmi already, so Kurt's going to have to be careful over there.
And that 0-1 pitch is fouled on that check swing by Gazzardo, so it's now 0-2.
Yeah, Gazzardo realizing as the pitch coming was up high, unable to slow the bat down. Fouling it into the catcher's equipment. As you said, partner 0-2.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Popped up in the infield. Antonicello making the call and making the grab on that mile-high pop-up.
I was going to say, that's called they described that as a major league pop-up there.
First out of the inning, and that'll bring up Jan Sari.
Now batting number 2, Jan Sari.
Jan Sari with a big hit in game number 2 as the infield was pulled in, and he came on, hit a ball up the box. It was an absolute bullet. They're not going to run. First pitch to him. Bounces up there for a ball. Kurtz remains at first base.
Tell you what, really good job there by first base coach Andrew Slade. You heard no. In realizing that the ball wasn't getting too far away from the catcher, holding Kurtz up right there.
Just a nice play by Dante DePalma to keep it with him as well.
You got that right.
There's a ball hit the left field, hit fairly deep, but it's going to stay in the ballpark. Newtile makes the grab for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, fly ball, Newtile able to get settled underneath it. Kurtz still at first, now with 2 down.
That'll bring up Dante Coya, who struck out back in the third. Followed by Isaiah Kennison. And this just in, the Phillies did hold off and win that ball game 7-6 in 9 innings. I believe that's 5 in a row now for the Fightins.
It certainly is, and I think Real Muto had a big hit in the game. I know Harper hit a home run early in it.
First pitch is high for a ball to Coya.
Still looking for a first run here in Bruno Melini Park, though.
2 outs, Bob in the fifth, runner at first base, and Jimmy Kurtz. And that pitch is low for a ball. It's now 2-0.
Greg Zerby, the pitcher for Buena, and Jake Brennan for the Surf, saying anything you could do, I could do better here.
Indeed, that is the case. They're both pitching a gem. Pitch is popped away and out of play on the first base side.
Neither pitcher or defense really in any type of stressful position in here so far. Brennan and Sjssbl have done a really good job keeping base runners at a minimum in this one. I think Kurtz right now on first may only be the third Buena base runner.
And I think we've only had one runner at second base so far.
I believe you're right.
And that was Jake Guglielmi back in the first inning on the infield single.
Right. And he might have been able to make second on that ground ball, but unfortunately got picked off just prior.
Right.
So, like I said, stressful innings, unstressful innings for both Brennan and Sjssbl.
Pitch is fouled straight back. Count remains 2-1 to Dante Koya. Actually, it's 2-2. I apologize. Pitch was fouled back. It evens up at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. High for a ball. Count now runs the full to Dante Koya with a runner at first base. And Jimmy Kurtz. Sure he'll be going on the pitch. Logan Petty comes over to hold him on.
Kennison on deck for Buena.
That pitch is popped up to the right side. Making the call is Colin Lombardo, and he makes the grab. That'll end the inning. So, no runs, one hit, no errors, and one left. We will move to the top of the sixth inning. Still no score here on BFA Sports. We move to the top of the sixth inning with A.J. Hansen, Giacomo Antonicello, and Dante DePalma to face Greg Sjssbl, who's pitching an absolute gem, partner.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, both pitchers are, but Sjssbl, we're going to the top of the sixth, and Sjssbl's under 50 pitches with a total at this point of only 48 pitches in this game. Through 5.
That first pitch is over for a strike call. He pounds the zone as he continues to do, as he's done the first 5 innings of this ball.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he really has.
Nice breaking pitch as that one's fouled off by Hansen. He's quickly ahead, 0-2. Oh, that 0-2 pitch just misses outside. It's now 1-2 to A.J. Hansen.
Tell you what, another crazy stat in regards to how well Sjssbl's pitching. That pitch right there was in the 6th inning was only his 11th ball.
Wow, that one's popped up to the right side. Kurtz getting underneath it, making a call and making a grab is Jan Sari, the Golden Glover out there, if I may say so myself.
I'll tell you what, really good baseball there, really good communication. Kurtz seemed to have a beat on it, seemed to be able to get himself settled under it. But when Sari called him off, Kurtz gave way, and that's really good fundamental baseball right there.
Yeah, real good communication going on out there. It looked like it could have been kind of helter-skelter, but great play by Jan Sari.
As an infielder, you do everything you can to make the play until you hear the outfielder call you off, and that was a perfect example of it right there.
Giacomo Antonicello now steps to the plate, who struck out back in the 3rd inning. Takes that first pitch inside for a ball. And that 1-0 pitch just misses the mark. It's now 2-0. That ball's pounded to third. Look at Julian Del Val. Look at him time. Good pick over at first base by Jimmy Kurtz to get him.
I'll tell you what, Julian Del Val makes a really nice play on an in-between hop, which doesn't go his way. Thus, the possible errant throw. But you're talking about a first baseman over there, Jimmy Kurtz, with some skills, and that scoop was as sweet as they come.
That's not the first pick we've seen Jimmy Kurtz do. And by the way, back to your point about Julian Del Val, that was not an easy hop. It was very in between. That did not. There's a pounding ball to short. Louis Sari picks it and fires across the diamond, and they get him 1, 2, 3. Go the Surf in the top of the 6th. We're moving to the bottom of the 6th with your score 0-0. Powered by Bunting Family Pharmacy. They bring the pharmacy home to you. We'll see you in a few here on BFA Sports.
Buena coming up to bat.
Bottom of the 6th we go. And this pitcher's duel, and as we're seeing in the last couple innings, or actually this whole game, a defensive gem being thrown around here at Bruno Melini Park. Jake Brennan back on the mound for a 6th inning of work. And we go to Isaiah Kennison, Marco Rios, and Jake Guglielmi to face Brennan.
Partner, if I can, let me just make one comment in regards, and I hope I'm not beating a drum.
Now batting number 3.
You say
Sjssbl only 8 pitches in that inning. He's through 6 at only 56, and to this point through 6 innings has only thrown 11 balls.
Wow.
You talk about a pitcher's performance there. And Del Val and Kurtz really just showed, along with Sori the inning before, really showed the defense he has behind him as well.
First pitch is over for a strike called Isaiah Kennison, who struck out back in the 3rd. Actually struck out looking back in the 3rd. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball up and away for a ball. It's now 1-1.
Just a bit up was that pitch, that 0-1 pitch.
And that 1-1 pitch is a swing and a miss by Kennison. It's now 1-2. It's just the time right now, if I may kind of step out a little bit, for the Blue Dogs to really put something together as we're moving to the top of the lineup. If Kennison can get on and get that top of the lineup, who's seen Sjssbl, this will be their 3rd time around. They may be able to get something going.
Correct. And I tell you what, it's also in the 6th, in the bottom of the 6th here, going to the top of the order right after Kennison. You know, you got the part of the order up you want. That's for sure if you're the Buena Blue Dogs.
Swing and a miss as Kennison goes down swinging for the first out here in the 6th. We'll go back to the top of the lineup with Marco Rios, who flew out to center and popped out the first.
And although Brennan's pitching a really, really gem of a game here on the mound, that's his 4th strikeout right there.
And big swing and a miss by Marco Rios produces a foul.
Yeah, you can tell Marco with that swing right there, Marco Rios looking to jumpstart this offense right here, right now.
We pulling a little Van Halen line there? Right here, right now?
Oh, you knew that.
I knew that.
I knew you. I know you don't miss a beat when it comes to music.
Ooh, that pitch was a little bit of chin music there, not intentional as that comes in tight.
I don't know what movie skills you had, but you showed some of them earlier as well. Music, I knew you had.
I don't know if skills is part of my characteristics. I don't know, but
Maybe we'll go with movie IQ.
All right. Count now 2-1, Rios. He looks to get something going here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Line drive to left field. That's going to fall for a base hit. That ball was a bullet to left on a one-hopper out to New Tile.
Yeah, we had talked about Rios' bat speed through the zone in the very first pitch of his at-bat right there. And I said he was looking to jumpstart this offense, and he certainly did, able to get a ball in the inside half. And that bat speed, he was able to turn and pull the baseball on a line drive in between third and short. And he's on first now with 1 out.
Jake Guglielmi now at the plate. 2 for 2 today. An infield single, line drive, single to right. First pitch to him. Checks on it, high and away for a ball.
Pretty good discipline right there by Guglielmi, because guess what? Brennan is such a spot pitcher, and he's got such good location and command. He baits you up there. Mm-hmm. He throws that pitch up there just so you can see it, so he can go somewhere else and get you fishing.
Big hole between first and second base. If Guglielmi can find that hole,
be surprised if Rios takes off here, partner.
And Brennan's thinking the same thing as he goes back over to first base.
Yeah, Rios got that ton of speed there on first. Would love to get himself in scoring position. You got Guglielmi here, Del Valle, Monell coming up next couple hitters. He'd love to be in scoring position for them.
That pitch is fouled. Tomahawked, if you will, to the third base side and out of play.
Foul ball.
Yeah, we just talked about Guglielmi's decision and discipline in laying off the high pitch on the pitch before. That time unable to do so.
Count now 1-1 to Guglielmi. And Marco Rios still at first base. Swing and a miss. It's now 1-2.
Yeah, that was a pitch Guglielmi thought he could get, thought he could hit, and hit hard. Swung right through it.
This is a big batter right now for the Blue Dogs. Hitting out of the 2-hole, runner at first base. Young man who's got some pop in the bat, who can find the gaps.
I'll tell you what, Rios keeps getting more and more over there on first, too. His lead is a healthy one.
Going over to first base, as Brennan thinks so, too.
Just a little show-me throw over there. No real intent by Brennan with that pickoff move there. Watch him. He might come back with a good one, though.
We call that the obligatory throw over to first.
Won't be surprised if he comes back with a good one.
That 1-2 pitch is fouled away again.
That was the show-me one. That wasn't the get-you-out one. However, a lot of times the show-me one follows up with the get-you-out one.
Here's a 1-2 pitch. Check swing. Count evens up at 2-2. Good spot for Brennan, actually.
Was a good spot. He got him fishing on his first strike up there. Guglielmi that time disciplined enough to lay off the high pitch.
Time called by Jake Guglielmi. I believe it was by Jake.
I believe you're right.
And they chase him back again as Rios heads back to first base.
Yeah, Rios awfully savvy on the base pads.
And that 2-2 pitch is out of the zone. It's now full to Jake Guglielmi.
I'll tell you what, Jake Brennan, the pitcher for the Surface, had done a nice job with Rios over there. Rios was actually going back to the bag on that one.
Yeah, that is a dangerous move he has. Foul tip, squeeze by De Palma to strike out Guglielmi. So it's second out of the inning here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Brings up Julian Del Valle.
Yeah, that time a little off-speed pitch gave Guglielmi a little bit longer of a look at it up there, and he just couldn't lay off.
Del Valle retired on a humpback liner to the third. Reached on an error back in the third. I'm sorry, humpback liner at third in the first, and then reach on an error in the fourth.
First pitch was up high to Del Valle.
Here's a 1-0 pitch. High again. It's now 2-0. Oh, wait a minute. Umpire showed 1-1. 1-1. It's 1-1 actually. I was looking down too, Stevie. That's on me. Count 1-1. No, umpire saying 2-0. 2-0.
Partner, the umpire,
right.
home plate umpire, just corrected himself. I was going to say that's not right.
Keeping us in our toes, Stevie.
It was 2-0.
He's in charge. There's a 2-0 pitch. Pitch was on the outside corner for a strike.
I tell you what, you don't see Marcos Rios hang out at first that often, that long.
And that 2-1 pitch is low. It's now 3-1 to Julian Del Val. I'm sure he's looking to do something with this, Stevie, at 3-1.
Yep. Hitters count right here for sure.
3-1, 2 outs. Marco Rios at first.
A walk would put a runner
There
in
goes
scoring.
Rios. Foul tip.
A walk would put a runner in scoring position for Monell, who's on deck.
3-1 count. There was your hit and run, Stevie.
Yep. Similar situation to what we talked about a couple innings ago. You know, hey, let's face it, we're in the 6th. The first run is crucial in this one.
And again, you're in that part of the lineup right now in that 3-hole. The 3-hole hitter in Del Val. With the top of the order, Marco Rios at first base with speed.
Yeah, and you got Monell staring you in the face on deck.
Brennan gets a sign from De Palma, and Del Val tires, so he steps out real quick. And he's back in the box. Brennan sets. And the 3-2 pitch. Strike 3, struck him out. Look at it. Brennan fired up as he runs off the mound. And that will end the inning. As we move to the final frame, the top of the 7th inning, with a no score between the Surf and Blue Dogs here on BFA Sports.
Heading to the top of the 7th.
Final frame of this incredible baseball game as Greg Sjssbl back on the mound offers Dave Apollonia the first pitch strike. And that 0-1 pitch is low for a ball. It's now 1-1. Sjssbl has only given up 1 hit and 6 strikeouts so far in this baseball game. And that 1-1 pitch is low and away for a ball. It's now 2-1.
And the pitch count certainly won't be a problem for him, as we've stated already. He's going into this inning, which is the 7th, only at a total of 56.
2-1 pitch is pounded to third. Del Val has a little bit of trouble with it. Getting down the line is Apollonia, and he is safe on an error by Julian Del Val. And could this be the catalyst with a 10-hole hitter getting on base and now back to the top of the lineup with Colin Lombardo? Be what the doctor ordered for the Surf.
Yeah, that's a huge spot right there. Now you get your leadoff hitter on. As you said, you go to the top of the order, Lombardo, who is the league's leading hitter, average-wise at .481.
Lombardo struck out in the first, popped out to first base in the 4th. First pitch to him. Over for a strike call. Well, one of the things we did not even pick up on, Stevie, is that Apollonia actually moved over to second base.
Yeah, on the errant throw.
Yep. So now he's in scoring position as he shows bunt, and he drops it down beautifully. Here's the throw over to first, and Rios covers the bag nicely, but Apollonia now moves over in scoring position with only one out. As that bunt is successful by Colin Lombardo.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, really good baseball right there.
Nick Newtile now steps to the plate, who is 1 for 2 today. Grounded out to short. Had a line drive single to the left, or to right field, I should say, as he takes that first pitch out of the zone for a ball.
Real good call by Coach Ball at third. Little small, old-time, old-school, small ball baseball.
Ground ball, that's down the line. That's going to be a base hit, and that'll be the first run of the ball game as Apollonia scores. Here comes Newtile in the second, and they get him at second.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you what, really found an inside pitch he could pull. He pulls it down the line. Apollonia scores. A little bit of an over-aggressive chance there on the base paths by Nick Newtile. However, he got his job done with a single and an RBI.
Number 1, Sam Daggers.
You know what? The run scores, but on the books, that's actually an unearned run for Sjssbl. And that run did score, even though it was on a hit.
That's correct.
Yep.
That's correct. And there were actually 2 errors on the play. The error originally and then the throwing error, which got him to second.
So tough one to swallow right now for the Blue Dogs as they're down now 1-0 as we're here in the top of the 7th inning. Now with 2 outs as he faces Sam Daggers. And pitches high for a ball. Here comes Jimmy Kurtz. I wonder what he's doing. As it's 2-0 count, maybe he's just going to have a conversation because I'm sure Sjssbl's probably a little disappointed.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he certainly doesn't deserve to be down 1-0 in this baseball game with the way he's pitched.
Think about it. It's only the second hit of the ball game and he's given up.
Right.
And it produced a run. Yeah, and an unearned run that is. So.
Yeah, and it's not like the hit was a home run. It was,
Yep.
You know what I mean? But I'll tell you what, good job of the surf. You got to give them credit. Little old school, small school baseball, getting the runner to the third. And then Newtile finds a pitch he can drill down the line. Kurtz had no chance with the infield in.
Yeah, pitches over for a strike call. The count now moves to 3-1. Sam Daggers. And he walked him. So Daggers draws a 2-out walk. And that'll bring up Nick Atoy. Atoy grounded out to second. His first time up back in the second inning. Struck out in the 5th.
Nick Atoy.
Tell you what, you can tell why Atoy's the cleanoff hitter. Big, strong kid up there.
Indeed, he swings and misses at that one. Ground ball to second. Rios gobbles it up and flips over. And they get him. It actually did not flip. He tugged the bag himself, didn't he?
Yeah, I'll tell you what a great play by Rios. Sorry got a little lackadaisical on the play. Rios actually made the motion to flip him the baseball, and he wasn't there. But Rios was still able to gather himself, keep his composure, dive to the bag, and get there before the runner for the third out.
Good call by the base umpires. You see that on the BFA replay. We'll go to a break. We're moving to the bottom of the 7th inning with your score 1-0. It's a last chance for the Blue Dogs here on BFA. right, we move to the bottom of the 7th inning. Last chance for the Buena Bulldogs to pull this out and keep this championship series moving forward into game number 5. Jake Brennan doing a heck of a job on the mound. We've been talking a lot about Sjssbl and about Brennan. And Stevie, tell me a little bit about Brennan and how well he's done tonight.
Yeah, Brennan's really come through this game really unscathed. Hasn't had any stressful innings, really. Only 2 hits in the game for Buena. He's in here. He's coming into the 7th with only, not only, but 94 pitches, but no threat of any runs. There's only been 1 runner, I believe, on second, and that was Guglielmi early in the game. He's going to want to be careful with Monell here. He's not going to want to let Monell tie this thing up on his own.
And there's a shot to deep center field. Going way back. That ball is at the base of the fence. Monell chugging into second base. Here comes the throw, and he'll get there standing with a double.
You talk about on cue, partner. I just said Brennan wasn't going to want to let Monell give them any life here to try to tie this thing up, and he proceeds to hit one off the base of the fence in dead center.
Now, obviously, you don't want to take the bat out. Now, this is not a knock on Johnny Monell Jr. And you know what? I think they're doing it already. Maybe not. Maybe. It is a time. No, he's just taking a big lead. Nope. They are going to go with a pinch runner. And it looks like it's going to be Jake. Who is that, actually? I cannot tell.
Number 8.
So they are running for Johnny Monell Jr. Smart move. Not that we're saying he's slow, even though I've teased him a little bit in the past, but this is a serious game. Smart move by Jimmy Kurtz. Who do we have? Who do we have out there? What number?
It's number 8.
Number 8. We'll get that for you right now. I have it. That is Greg Sjssbl, of all people.
Okay, there you go.
So Sjssbl must have some speed. Here he is pitching this game. Pitching a gem, by the way, with unearned run he's given up. He's obviously the pitcher of record.
With a guy on second, the Surf and Coach Ball decided to bunt. Is that the same thing that Coach Kurtz and Mr. Sori decided to do here?
Here's Louis Sari at the plate. And he takes that first breaking pitch and fouls it straight back. So
I get it either way, partner, because Sori does, he handles himself so well up the plate, and he is such a good hitter.
It's a big spot for Louis Sari to try to tie this one up after the Surf put 1 on the board in the top of the 7th. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Oh, he drops a bump, and it's up in the air, and good job by Sjssbl to read that as he scampers back over to second base. I like the idea. It's just unfortunate it wasn't executed on the ground, but unfortunately, that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, baseball execution. The Surf were able to get the runner over to third, and they were able to have success because of it. Buena so far, obviously with that failed bunt attempt right there, unable to get him to third as of yet. But I'll tell you what, the kid at the plate, young man Jimmy Kurtz, he's been an RBI machine for the Buena Blue Dogs in this thing. He's also in this league, I should say. He's also second in the league, tied for second in home runs, which we mentioned earlier. And he's in an RBI spot right here with a runner in scoring position at second and Sjssbl.
The venerable one, Jeff Ball, makes his trip out to the mound, now back to the bench as he has a quick conversation with Jake Brennan and his infielders. Again, as you mentioned, Jimmy Kurtz now at the plate, who is 1 for 1 with a walk back in the second and a single to right his last time up.
If I'm not mistaken, earlier in the year in the regular season, Jimmy Kurtz did have a walk-off.
Actually, it was in the quarterfinals?
Right here at Bruno Melini Park.
Right here. As Jimmy Kurtz calls timeout and tires are waiting. Yep, a little flare to left field. We were able to call that one here on BFA Sports.
Yep.
First pitch is low and away for a ball. Mike Gazzardo waits on deck, followed by Jan Sari.
Sjssbl again at second, pinch running for Monell, who led off the inning with a double.
There's a 1-0 pitch. There's a ball lifted to center field. Coming in hard is Hansen, who makes the grab for the second out of the inning. So the Blue Dogs are down to their final out as Kurtz flies out to center field, and that'll bring up Mike Gazzardo.
Yeah, Brennan does a nice job with the fastball, two-seam fastball on the inside half of the plate. Jams Kurtz a little bit. Kurtz unable to drive that ball into the left center, right center field gap. Popped it up a little bit, allowing Hansen to make the play.
Here's another young man we've seen with the thrill of dramatics, if you will. Mike Gazzardo's had his own walk-offs for Rowan College of South Jersey, Cumberland Dukes. That's first pitch to him. Over for a strike call.
Yeah, we talked about the talent in this game on both teams between Mercer County and ACCC and Rowan College of South Jersey, Cumberland. And I'll tell you what, all representing in this final championship game and championship series here in South Jersey South Shore Baseball League. And I'll tell you what, partner, while we have a quick break, I know we have the Bunting Family Pharmacy as a sponsor, and I've been able to call a lot of the games here in the regular season. I just want to thank them again. They bring the pharmacy to you, but they brought the baseball to a lot of people in South Jersey, and we're really fortunate to have them on our side.
Yeah, we sure are, Stevie, and we mentioned that several times during this broadcast and during the course of the year. It's been an absolute thrill and an honor to be able to call this league. There's the chopper. The second, could this be the ball game? Gazzardo hustles over. That will be it. And your South Jersey South Shore Baseball League champions are the South Jersey Surf in their inaugural season. Great ball game by both teams. Just an absolute fun game to call. Pitcher's duel. And Stevie, I got nothing else to say, but we saw a great one tonight.
Yeah, we really did. And it was a pitcher's duel the entire way. Not a run in the game until the 7th. In the top of the 7th, the Surf were able to put one on the board. Sjssbl and Bruno went at it head-to-head like no two other pitchers did here in this league this year. The Surf have themselves the championship. They were able to clinch that here tonight. Congratulations to them. However, I'll tell you what, the Buena Blue Dogs have nothing to be ashamed of. What a quality baseball team and what a season they've had. And this was a fun one.
It sure was. The number 2 seed goes down to the number 1 seed, so you got exactly what you were looking for. And if we want to talk about the Bunting Family Pharmacy player of the game, my choice, even though you had a great pitcher's duel, was actually Nick Newtile on that big hit back in the 7th inning.
Well, he's got the game-winning RBI, the championship-winning RBI. And I'll tell you what, this may be one of those nights. I definitely get your choice. This may be one of those nights where you go co-players because I can't take anything away from Brendan. What a job he did on the mound tonight.
I'm all about it.
So can we go co-players of the game?
We're going to go co-player, Bunting Family Pharmacy co-players of the game, and that would be Jake Brennan and Nick Newtile.
I'm down with it. I'm so with you.
Well, folks, that'll do it. A great year indeed, the inaugural season for the South Jersey South Shore Baseball League. Want to thank our team. First of all, we want to thank Mr. Doug Stasic for spearheading and being the point of contact to make this happen all here for us. We want to thank our producer tonight, Mr. Dave Virgilio. On the switcher, Ryan Winowski over there on third base. Another great camera operator in Josh Davidson. And, of course, our senior camera operator, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Charles Hope. And for BFA Sports, I'm Al Fisher.
I'm Steve Westcott. Take care, all.
We can't wait to see you play ball.